Do you want to start, or do you want me to start? Hello, every pony. Corpulent Brony here. Today on Pony Palaver, I have with me the Marefriend once more, and we're going to talk about the newest episode, Boom and Gloom. Yeah, the one with Luna in it. The final in the trilogy of the CMC being visited in their dreams by the Princess of the Night. So, Marefriend, what were your thoughts about this lovely episode that we just now watched?
Well, I personally don't particularly care for the Cutie Mark Crusaders in general, but I did like how it was kind of like the movie Groundhog Day, which is one of the best movies ever. Even down to the whole, is it too early for flapjacks? And then they always had like flapjacks being there for breakfast.
Oh yeah, I forgot all about the flapjack part. But yeah, there was a lot of reminders of Groundhog Day in this one for me too. So what else did you like about it? Like, what did you think about the various cutie marks that Apple Bloom got?
Well, the dolphin was clearly the best one, and that way she can go like work at SeaWorld or whatever.
You mean like the derpy dolphin?
Yeah, that's the one. That thing was so cute.
I thought it was kind of funny looking. I guess it was cute, I suppose. I didn't like the first one, the pesticide one. I thought that was kind of silly. It was a real giveaway that this was
a dream sequence.
Yeah, that really gave it away right away. Plus, there was a lot of other hints in the dreams. I thought the animators and the writers did a really good job of making it obvious in a way that they were dreaming. Before this episode, I had a prediction that none of the CMC were going to get their cutie marks this season, and I feel like I failed because I guess technically Babs is a member of the CMC, and I wasn't thinking of her when I made my prediction. Oh well.
Well, in terms of Babs, I guess it makes sense that she'd be the easiest one to get her cutie mark, since her getting it would affect the CMC dynamic a lot less, while they could still be responding to the whole classic question of when are they going to get their cutie marks, what's taking so long, and obviously stuff like this wasn't a problem in G1 when baby ponies were born with their cutie mark and just named off of their cutie mark, but I understand it makes a better plot device doing it this way, even if it doesn't make any bit of sense for the toys.
Yeah, I agree. I think the whole thing with Babsy getting her cutie mark does allow them to explore some of the themes that a lot of people have talked about when they talk about the CMC getting their cutie marks. Those themes being the whole dynamic between the different characters in the CMC and how they will now relate. Now, if just one of them gets a cutie mark, that introduces like a new level of tension. And this way you get a taste of that tension without actually having to live with it every episode, because it's just Babs and she's only been in 2 episodes so far. So yeah, that was a pretty interesting idea. What other cutie mark did she get besides what was the other one? She got a third.
The potions.
Oh yeah, the potion. See, that was like, I knew that's a bit of a fan service. The original prediction for her cutie mark was, what was it, like carpentry?
Carpentry?
Yeah, in that episode with the cutie, the one where they do the talent show. I forget what that's called.
The Showstoppers?
The Showstoppers, yeah. In that episode, each of the 3 CMC sort of had a talent that they demonstrated, but they chose a different one for the show. Wasn't Apple Bloom's demonstrated talent?
I thought it was just like kind of set creation.
Yeah. So, but a lot of people sort of took that to the level of carpentry, like she would be a carpenter, or cutie mark would have to do with carpentry. But then testing 1, 2, 3 came around, and then everyone switched over and said, no, Apple Bloom's cutie mark is going to be potion making, because look at her making potions with Twilight Sparkle. So now this cutie mark was sort of a fan service towards the whole, yeah, maybe it will be potion making.
See, I think that there is a lot of like correlation between having set design sort of thing versus potion making or whatever you want to call it. As somebody who has worked professionally as a chemist, I can tell you that they're both just forms of like manual creativity.
Okay, I never thought of that, but I mean, isn't everything sort of creativity of some sort?
I mean, do you honestly believe that you can titrate as well as I can? I mean, there's definitely a certain set of skill involved. Can you make things like with your hands, like crafts or decorating things?
No, I can't do any of that.
Exactly.
And I'm really bad at titration too.
I know you are.
In this episode, I found it very interesting. The whole cutie mark being removed theme that we saw in the season opener was present, with Apple Bloom talking to the mysterious shadow pony, I guess, who ended up being herself, who was constantly saying, hey, I could get rid of that cutie mark for you if you want. And she took her up on the offer each time, and each time I saw that as sort of a reference back to the premiere and back to the importance of cutie marks. I think we're going to see this theme pop up repeatedly this season, with cutie marks being seen as important, and perhaps getting rid of it probably isn't the best idea. What do you think?
Well, the toy line currently is called Cutie Mark Magic, although it seems to be manifesting itself more in toys being vomited all over better with cutie marks rather than not having any at all.
True. Except the CMC toys don't have cutie marks, do they?
Not that I know of, although you could sort of argue, I guess, that the Wild Rainbow line at Target currently, they at least kind of have a pattern, you know, on one side of their upper leg, but I wouldn't say that it's really necessarily a cutie mark, although I guess if you wanted to pretend that it was, you could.
The entire time I kept thinking Starlight Glimmer was behind the bad dreams, but I guess I was totally wrong. It was all Apple Bloom all along. I should have known it.
You just hate poor Starlight. She's so cute.
She's a communist.
So? She's like, she could be like a little babushka with like a little like kerchief on her head. Wouldn't that be cute? That would be so cute. A little babushka pony. We need more babushka ponies.
I thought this episode...
What?
Maybe
it's
more...
okay, go ahead. Steamroll my opinion. Nothing new. Keep going.
Okay.
Keep going.
So I thought... I don't have anything to add to babushka ponies, though. I mean, I
There's
think
nothing to add. Okay. I mean, it's pretty much, you know...
So I thought this episode was really just a throwback to Cutie Pox. It's very similar in that Apple Bloom keeps getting these cutie marks because she really wants cutie marks, and each time the cutie mark isn't quite a...
Oh, little Smelly's so cute. He's thirsty, isn't he? He's just a baby. Oh, look at him. I wonder what kind of cutie mark smell it will have. Like a thirsty ratty?
I don't know. So anyway, what was I saying? Yeah, this episode really reminded me a lot of the Cutie Pox because of the fact that Apple Bloom kept getting these different cutie marks that she didn't want. I just think they could have picked a different member of the CMC to do such a story with, so it wouldn't be so reminiscent. But I guess they already did the Luna episodes with the other two. Do you think I'm crazy?
I mean, didn't that happen to Sweetie Belle in the cutie mark ones? I just remember her speaking French and doing a bunch of other things at the same time.
No, that was Apple Bloom, wasn't it?
And why do I remember Sweetie Belle speaking French? I mean, I know Apple Bloom went and was like hanging out with Zecora, but why do I remember this?
I don't know. I don't think Sweetie Belle's ever spoken French.
I just think we really need to make babushka mark magic ponies now. I can't stop thinking about it, actually.
Well, do you have any other thoughts on the episode or anything else before we...
I liked how the food kept getting better each breakfast.
Oh yeah, they brought back pancakes again, just like in the opener. Again, more pancakes.
Was it in the opener? Wasn't it just last week?
It was just last week, yeah. See, I'm forgetting already. The ponies are running together. You're still thinking about those pancakes, aren't you?
No, I was thinking about babushka ponies, I told you.
Oh. So anything else you noticed?
It was nice to see Best Princess.
I didn't see Twilight at all in this episode.
We didn't need her and her questionable talents, such as they are.
Well, you said Best Princess, so I just assumed it was Twilight.
I think we all know that the real Best Princess, the only Best Princess, is Luna.
Twilight's...
No, because Luna has a princess nose. You cannot argue this. It's done. It is what it is. And I think that we're all going to find out in later seasons, or maybe even later this season, or maybe even as soon as next week, that Twilight's lack of a princess nose is really going to come to hinder her, and then she's going to be exposed for what she is. Maybe even Starlight will be the one that exposes her, you know, because she's all like nasal equality and all that stuff, you know. Very important.
I think if you give her time, she will develop in her nasal capacity, and she will become the princess that she already is on the inside, on the outside.
Yeah, I mean, I'm a princess on the inside too. I mean, let's be real. But yeah, if she should develop a proper nose, and they start, you know, making toys with a proper nose and stuffed critters with a proper nose, then I'll be like more inclined to, you know, accept her at that time. But I feel like that's going to be a long time coming, if probably never happening. So Best Princess is Luna. I think we can all agree on that.
Okay, great. Well, with that, I suppose we should call it an end of this episode of Pony Palaver. Just to let you know, I will be doing an analysis video for this episode with another member of the Brony analyst community. I'm also currently working on one for Castle Sweet Castle that I hope to have completed hopefully this week. I think I've got more collabs lined up, at least for the beginning of the season, so unfortunately I won't be able to get out these videos as quickly as I'd like because usually doing collabs takes more time.
I don't know, we seem to do it pretty quickly.
Well, that's because we're both in the same room. It's easier. I don't have to like bug you to get your lines recorded and sent to me on time.
Well, maybe I'm just better in taking things more seriously than like a lot of people do.
Perhaps.
Well, I mean, I know I'm better. True fact right there.
I agree. Well, thank you so much for taking this time to talk with us all about your thoughts on the most recent episode. If all of you guys watching would like to learn more about the Marefriend, I'll put a link to her blog in the description below. It is about her wonderful keychain collection. And also, if you are interested in seeing more videos from the Corpulent Brony and would like to join the Corpulent Cartel, be sure to click that little subscribe button down below.
I don't see anything down there.
See you later, every Brony. Keterum autumn cancel flash sentry as it landum.
That's so mean! No, he's just a baby.